What is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome way back to Raincoat,
Yeah.
Master Detective Archives, because there is some untouched DLC that we never did afterwards.
That is correct.
And you know what? What better time than do it right now? And we're not going to necessarily go down in a line, because nobody wants to see Desahiko first. No offense, Desahiko. But you're more of a middle child kind of situation.
A middle child.
But we're going to start out with the king himself, Vivia. In his chapter, The Near-Death Detective.
Oh.
Vivia visits a building to investigate an unsolved case. However, the elevator leading to the roof stops?
Yeah. The elevator
okay.
leading to the roof stops.
Oh, I thought it was leaving him stuck inside with a woman. Trapped with the motionless box, Vivia closes in on the truth as he faces life and death. I don't know why my brain was just assuming it's going to be rooftops. And so it's like, oh, it's roof stops? That's weird.
No, it stopped.
I see
The
now.
elevator stopped.
I see now. I see it all now.
Great start. Jesus.
I'm so good at things. And I have to wait for the 5-minute long loading screen.
Oh, that's right. I remember these.
But hey, eventually I think now in like October, they're releasing it onto like the PlayStation and Steam.
Oh.
So you actually have a version that works. but we're here to see this right now.
Is always awaiting me upon my path. Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet.
You like jazz?
Even if I manage to overcome them and make progress down that path. When I turn around, the cruel truth is waiting there. The shadows are a procession to my own funeral. To live means to continuously die. Every human is nothing but a walking corpse.
Damn.
Okay.
So, I too am dying in this moment.
Because I'm
Pretty
trapped.
metal, Makoto. It's pretty metal.
Because I'm trapped in an elevator with a woman.
Oh my
I
gosh.
too am dying.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think it works.
It doesn't seem to be moving at all. And the management company isn't responding either.
I guess we just have to wait.
And die.
Wait long enough, everything will come to an end. Just as there is rain unceasing, a day will come when the sun doesn't rise, and when the oceans dry up too. One day, you will die, and so will I.
Is that supposed to be a joke? How can you talk about death in this situation?
He
First
talks about
time, huh?
death in every situation.
Yes.
I'm not enjoying this situation enough to make light jokes about it.
I think I'd find things a bit more enjoyable if I wasn't trapped in here with you.
Damn. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Apologize if I've offended you. I wish to avoid all unnecessary fights.
Leave my boy
Same
alone.
goes for me.
I don't want to die in here.
Sorry I raised my voice. I'm not used to situations like this.
That light looks like an eye.
Nor am I.
It does.
We've found something we agree on.
Aren't you afraid
Of death? No.
Afraid?
of all this? We're stuck in an elevator, hanging in midair. What if something happens and we fall to our deaths?
Finally.
think I'm afraid.
What if the elevator is never fixed and we're trapped here forever?
Then it'll be like a coffin. I actually think it'll be rather cozy. I could just sleep here until I die.
Oh my god.
What's with you and your death wish?
Don't ask.
Yeah.
It's not like I intended to have one. It's hard to describe. Thinking of death is like breathing to me.
Do you find it fun to live like that?
No.
Isn't that what life is all about? There are things that I find fun. For example,
Yeah.
I love reading stories.
That you do.
For some reason, I feel more alive when I can invest in a story's protagonist. I also love gazing at the beauty found in nature. Seeing plants sway in the breeze brings joy to my heart.
You sure are a strange one.
Am I? What about you? What makes you happy?
Lattes?
Oh my god.
I suppose I like to observe life.
Observe life.
I used to be a nurse.
Oh.
I've seen many lives saved and lost at the hospital. Life should be more precious than diamonds. But some people are treated more poorly than a pebble on the road.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna hate this.
That's strange. A life is a life. So why should its value be different depending on the person? So now, whenever I look at people, I watch their lives. I wonder how valuable each life may be.
You're also kind of strange.
Am I?
Speaking of which, I didn't catch your name. I'm Vivia. Who are you?
I'm Rio.
Rio.
I think we may have met before. Do you remember?
What?
Flashback. I didn't eat food for 9 days straight, so I went to the hospital.
Oh my god.
Baby's
Isn't
book catalog.
Vivia's thing, that when he sleeps, his spirit leaves his body? Isn't that...
I don't even know if he has to be sleeping for that one. I can't quite remember. But
Which is why he, like, never sleeps until he has to. Hey!
Vivia, everyone else is out on a job. How long are you gonna stay there?
Yago!
I die?
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me. Do I have to pull the pieces of you out of there once you're a skeleton?
Yep.
If you have free time, why don't you help work on some unsolved cases?
Chief, do I look like I have a lot of free time to you?
yes, yes, you do.
You look like you're so bored you could die. Look, just hear me out as a way to kill time. There have been a series of suspicious deaths lately. People jumping to their demise from a certain building. The first one was over 5 years ago, and people have been periodically jumping ever since. There's been over 10
Periodically?
confirmed cases.
What's suspicious about that? They came across a building to jump off of when they happened to feel like dying.
Damn!
That's probably all there is to it.
Trust me.
That could be true for 1 or 2 cases, but over 10 times in the same spot?
Yeah. I mean, that's not too unusual, but hey.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it.
Are you suggesting someone is pulling the strings behind the scenes?
We won't know until it's investigated. It'd be an absolute nightmare if someone is getting their kicks killing people and making it look like suicide. For the sake of the town's safety, it's not something we can ignore. That's where we come in.
Yeah, it'd be awful if someone faked a suicide at some point.
God.
Awful.
There's no point
Stop.
in investigating it. All we will find is boring reality.
No matter how boring it is, it's still reality. There's value in finding it.
Detectives are such troublesome creatures.
Aren't you one too?
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Don't look at me all surprised. Why'd you come here if you're no detective? Aren't you here to solve mysterious crimes and help those who are lost?
It was an easy job to get paid and do anything I want.
Uh,
Goes into a
He's
flashback
like, well, you got me there.
again.
Oh my god. A flashback and a flashback.
Yeah, go through one of those bits. You go back in time 7 times, and you go back to real. It's like, wait, what was that? What were we talking about in the first place? Kind of got lost.
I've
in
missed
memories.
him. I've missed Yago.
Not Vivia. The chapter
Vivia
we're
was
playing.
fine. You know why I've missed Yago.
Yeah, I know.
I have a very valid reason.
He asked me why I came to this town. I don't understand it myself. actively searching for a place to die just yet.
Just yet.
I'm not here to be a detective searching for the truth. It's nothing so pure or sincere. The reason I came to this city was due to my impatience with living.
He's walking so slow.
I mean, that's how he is.
Yeah, I remember.
What did I seek by coming here? What do I expect from this place?
Can't move that fast with this fucking scoliosis going on here. Ugh. Ma'am?
That was a woman in a red raincoat.
Oh, she's fine.
That reminds me. The chief did mention something. Around the building where the suicides occur, a suspicious woman in a red raincoat has often been spotted. I'm not interested in the truth, but I am interested in her.
Is she a ghost?
Try to tag along behind
I don't
her
know.
without being spotted.
Cause that car, didn't it just go through her? Like,
I mean, that was really close. I thought maybe he like... Oh, she's going left. I thought that maybe he like went fucking ninja mode and absolutely
no, he
flew,
was
but
in
he
the same
stayed there.
spot.
So
Yeah.
like the car didn't react or anything, which does raise questions. But then, like, is only Vivia seeing the ghost right now somehow?
Well, no, because he said that Yako said that she's been spotted there, which, you know, some people see
Yeah.
ghosts.
I was just saying that because of the fact that it seemed like the driver did not react at all to a woman
That's true,
being
yeah.
in front. So, you know, that was a
I'm
little
calling
funky.
it now. Ghost.
Going for ghost?
Yep.
He's like, what the fuck? Wait. Yeet!
Ooh.
All right.
That was so casual.
I don't feel anything in my knees anymore. It's the secret to a superhero
And we know
landing.
ghosts aren't out of the question, considering who Shinigami is.
Shinigami's a bit different, though.
She's a death god.
Yeah.
If death gods
mean-
exist, saying if death gods exist, then ghosts aren't too far-fetched.
That is fair.
I see. This is the perfect building for
A
dying.
ghost is normal compared to that.
And we do have, like, astral projection by Vivia here.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it is not too out of the normal, I suppose.
Are we keeping spoilers away from...
I assume if everyone's watched this, you have watched the playthrough of the entire game up to this point,
Are you sure about that?
because this is after everything. So, spoiler alert, whatever you want to say here. This is after the game, so you can watch Raincoat if you're right here and you have not watched it for some reason. You should probably watch, otherwise you're really fucking confused what's
Yeah,
going on right now.
That's true.
So yes, you can spoil the game all you want because we are in the game playing it. That's
Okay.
like saying, oh, don't spoil the middle part of Zero Escape when we're at the end of Zero Escape. You know,
Yes, that's
like
true.
yeah, you can say anything you want about the game.
Because, like, Vivia lived, right? Didn't...
Yes, the only one that died is Yako.
Yeah, see, that's why I've missed him so much.
'Cause
That's
there was
why!
I know. So, all right, we've met before.
Don't remember you at all.
Because you're a ghost.
Are you sure?
There's no
Oh.
mistake
I didn't mean to do that.
about that smell.
So it begins.
That smelly smell.
Smell?
It smells smelly.
You smell faintly of death.
Huh.
What do you mean by that? That's rather rude.
Is she a ghost that doesn't know she's a ghost?
That's possible.
Do you live in this building?
Or do you live in the afterlife?
Yes. Why?
This building's been abandoned for 47 years.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, there hasn't been anyone living in this building
Yep.
for a long time.
Ooh.
Who said that? Oh, was it the people around here? They probably have a grudge against this place.
Oh, why's that?
They say the building blocks the sun, or that it's sinking into the bedrock.
What?
What about All the people who have fallen to their deaths from this place.
Oh, this is the building.
Is
Okay.
that nothing but a groundless rumor, too?
Of course it is.
But it isn't. It's fact. Even the newspapers have articles about it. If you live here, then you must have heard about it.
Now that I think about it, like, I wasn't paying attention to the other shots, but in this elevator, that's supposed to be a mirror back there. But the place is so old and decrepit, it's just busted
Yeah,
and
it's
destroyed.
broken.
Many unsolved cases in the city have been completely left alone. Of course, this has nothing to do with me. I have no interest or desire to know the truth. However, I am somewhat interested in you.
Are you hitting on me?
I'm afraid that's not the case.
I suppose you could take it that way.
Wait, what?
I see. To be honest, I'm interested in you too.
Oh,
Although it's more that your life force makes me curious. It's... how do I put this? Faint.
I'm living.
It's cause he's always living on the edge of life and death.
I'm living forever along between the now and the afterlife.
Thinner than paper. Almost as though I can see death waiting on the other side.
God, I wish.
I'd say the same about you. Sheesh. This is a hassle. I guess I'll get to the point. You killed them, didn't you?
I did it?
You lured
Question
people from
mark.
the city here and pushed them off the building, making it appear like suicide. Why did you kill them? There's no benefit in it for you. For fun? You wanted to see them die? Or did you develop a special interest in the value of people's lives?
I want friends in the afterlife.
I'll assume that she probably committed suicide herself first forever ago.
Yeah.
And I almost want to say that, oh God, because it's been a while, so I don't remember the timeline of when the rain started here. Well, it hasn't been that long because the ending of this game was fucking wild. Because she talked about the fact that the building was blocking out the sun. Yeah, they ain't seen the sun in eons over
Yeah.
here. Which kind of shows how far back it goes. Maybe, like, she killed herself long ago. Her ghost haunts the place. If it sees people on the edge, she's just kind of like, fuck, come here.
If so, that makes you a serial killer.
Uh-oh.
Me? A killer?
Yes.
Well then, I guess that means you're trapped inside an elevator with a killer.
Strangely, I found myself in situations like this often. Whether I want it or not, death finds its way to me.
You're not afraid?
Afraid? No, it's more like observing from a great distance as dark clouds slowly spread out over the ocean.
I don't quite get it, but it doesn't sound joyful to me.
No.
Though you were like this from the very beginning. Truth be told, I can tell when someone has a death wish. I sense their desire to go to the other side. Yes, you remind me of them.
The other side. Did all those you lured here feel the same way?
Lord, you're mistaken. I didn't do anything myself. I was just here. People like you happen to show up here. Then they depart to the other side on their own.
Right.
You really want to insist that you weren't involved? That all those who died came here of their own accord?
That's right. Aren't you the same way?
Me? Perhaps.
He's like, I'm actually here to investigate.
It's like, I followed you for a reason.
You're being interrogated.
This kind
right
of
now.
proves that you are luring people, including myself, into this building. So you're just helping my case. Oh, man. Your umbrella.
Oh, I remember those.
Yep, all these little things as we wait for... There we go.
Yep.
Switch loading screens, everybody. Oh,
Yes!
I
There it is.
And perhaps this is a fitting place for it.
The view here is nice, don't you think? That's certainly an added benefit. The journey here wasn't easy, but things are just getting started. Vivia, let's save Kanai Ward. Together.
That's not why I came to this city.
Right. I'm counting on you then. Wait, what did you say? Did I mishear you?
I don't care what happens to Kanai Ward. And I have no intention to obey orders from the WDO either.
What? Why do they send me the freaks?
I just want some peace and quiet. A calming place.
He's just
where
like,
time will simply pass by.
What are you talking about? You're not gonna find that here. The only place you can find perfect peace is heaven. And the only ones who can reach it are the dead. Wait, don't tell me you...
I want to die someday.
Just leave me alone.
I can't do that. We need your help. Hey, Vivia!
Like, oh, well, I tried. I'll tell that to HQ.
I'll tell that to HQ.
Ugh. And now we wait for another 30 seconds just for that scene. But it was worth it. There we go.
Oh? Not quite 30 seconds.
I've always been able to see the dead. And what they tell me is always true. The truth has been exhausting for me for as long as I can remember. Even when I cover my eyes and ears, their voices continue to whisper it to me. Please, be quiet. No matter how much I beg for it, the calm will never come. Where's the perfect peace? It's found in death.
Ah, there's the look. Everyone who steps into this elevator has the same look in their eyes. They want to escape reality as soon as possible. They don't care where they end up, as long as they can get away. This elevator will take you to your desired exit. The path to the other side.
And it's your job to see them off. You've seen so many on their way from here. It's like you are the guide to the afterlife.
So what if I am? Aren't you similar?
Hey, Yako, remember that job you sent me on? Yeah, I met essentially the Grim Reaper of Kanai Ward.
Perhaps that may be true.
Oh!
It moved.
Life is like this elevator. Once it moves, it will not stop.
An elevator should stop, though?
Yeah.
Hear them.
Who's them?
Them?
Hey, Vivia! Where are you?
Is this
just on
happening
the job
now
you sent me
or
on.
another flashback?
I'll assume that is happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That voice.
I wonder how long we've been stuck in here.
Yeah.
Do you recognize it?
No.
If you have any attachments in this world, I suggest you don't depart.
Attachments. If that's the case, why did you go to the other side?
Huh?
The first of those who died was a woman wearing a red raincoat. Her name was real. It was written in a newspaper article. Why do you still ride this elevator, even after death? Isn't it because you're still attached to this world?
Got her.
Got him.
You ever one up a ghost?
You don't seem like an ordinary human.
Well.
About that.
Regular detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side.
I see. Still,
Oh.
you surprised me. You knew I was already dead.
I told you in the beginning, and you smelled of death.
I called it.
You did.
You did. She was talking to him and you.
You're responsible for stopping this elevator, using some spiritual power, or whatever. You haven't been guiding the suicidal to the roof of this building. You've been stopping the elevator in an attempt to make them reconsider.
Aw.
You sure are a mean one. You knew all along.
Did you try to save them?
Yes. As I'm sure you know, I haven't been able to stop a single one.
Oh, I want to die. Hey, I'm a ghost! Don't do that! Oh, fuck, okay.
More than 10. And I've watched all of them go. That's why I think it's my fault.
She means with the elevator.
I chose this place for my own death. It's become rather famous for suicides. I was just tired of living. I wanted to go somewhere far away from this place.
Detroit.
But you
What the
regret
fuck?
it.
Yes. That's why I always stop the elevator whenever someone comes here, so I can speak to them. But I've never been able to convince them otherwise. All I've done is provide some time to think things over.
Can you actually talk to normal people?
Claimed none would be saddened by their deaths.
I guess so. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone sees the woman in red, so
Yeah.
I think it's more or less, you know.
I've never been able
Yeah.
to get them to recant those words.
That should be expected. After all, it is the truth. Everyone must overcome the death of others to keep on living. No one can remain in place and look back every time.
Is that so?
Oh.
We're almost to the roof. From here on, I can do nothing to stop this. Please listen. Even if you get to the roof, don't step out onto the floor.
Why?
Because there's actually a fucking monster up there that will push you off and kill you.
Oh my god.
They'll try to take you.
Okay, because there's the whole they thing.
Yeah.
If you don't listen to them, you'll be able to shake it off. That's because you're here to investigate what happened, not for your own death.
The other
I don't know
spirits.
about that. The moment I got on the elevator, I think I made up my mind.
Vivia, wait.
Vivia?
You must be determined to survive. Otherwise, they will take you.
Life and death. I fail to see the border between the two anymore. They both overlap. I can no longer tell which one is the real me.
Well, that's a crisis.
Please, think of the people you will leave behind. You must have some in your life. Are you really going to depart without saying farewell to them? There must be someone you'll regret not saying goodbye to.
If I had someone like that, I wouldn't be here. I
Damn.
have no one.
You have the chief.
Buddy!
You have the chief.
Vivia!
Yeah.
Vivi!
Vivi.
V!
Vivi.
Need your help.
There he is.
And then it has to
And then it
change.
has to load.
We need your help with this loading screen.
Isn't it cool to have a detective agency in a submarine? If you ever have trouble here in Conai Ward, just come on by. The other detectives and I will always have your back. In exchange, you better watch out for us, too.
What a pain.
If you ever need something, let me know.
I want peace and quiet.
Huh?
I want to be left alone.
There's no way I can do that. We're pals, aren't we?
Walks away.
Vivia, you've barely eaten a thing since you came here. You're looking kind of emaciated.
I'm eating well enough.
That's a book.
That's not for eating, that's for reading.
Same thing.
God.
They be the same thing. Do you hate the food in this town or something? The hotel restaurants offer lots of different choices. I'm sure you'll find something you can eat.
Yeah, I'm sure the food here is wonderful.
Today's my treat. Let's go get dinner at a restaurant.
Aw.
Why bother with all that trouble? I wish you'd leave me alone.
I can't do that. I may not look it, but I can be pretty persistent. You told me one thing, so now I have to do the opposite. That's just how I am. That's what made me the detective I am today.
Now get your ass out of there. We're going to TGI Friday.
Ugh. But I hate Fridays.
Says no one.
Oh, man. Game? Thank you.
Ugh.
Don't wish for death. At this rate, you'll be taken away. They're growing stronger.
Oh.
Each new one makes them more formidable. They will even take hold of the living. We've arrived. They're coming.
I assume it is going to be the spirits of all those who passed on.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, God. I don't like the grabby hands. Nope.
So death awaits me here.
Really? Ew.
They aren't moving.
I'm the master of death.
They haven't noticed you.
Vivia's a special boy.
Uh-huh.
Not so. They're only able to take away the living.
Then you're also.
So if I just die for a sec.
Same as you all. I'm a ghost.
No way.
However, in my case, my body still lingers in this world.
What does that mean? Who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I've already told you. I'm an ordinary detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side. I decided to come here in my ghost form to try talking to you. And thanks to that, I can't be dragged out of here.
Really? I don't quite understand. But you sure are a mysterious person.
That he is.
Can't be killed if you're already dead.
Wouldn't mind walking away on my own, but I refuse to let someone take me away from here. That is not the peace I desire.
So you've reconsidered?
There is no need for you to be imprisoned here. I think your atonement has been fulfilled. Isn't it about time you sever your attachments here?
No. I want to remain behind. I need to ensure they don't take anyone else who comes here.
Any normal people.
But don't you literally have a 0% success rate? I feel like at that point it'd be like, okay, I'll let someone else take that job.
Well,
Everyone is as strong as you are.
I'm not strong at all. I've just grown used to death.
sounds pretty strong to me.
Yeah.
Elevator move again? Or is it stuck on the roof?
Yeah. Until someone pushes the button.
Can my ghost form do it?
Vivia! Are you there?
That's Chief Yako.
Damn.
Oh, let's go, King!
Jesus.
He's not here? Damn it. I'm at the wrong place.
No, you
Come
are,
here to
you're,
investigate.
no, he's here.
Mhm.
You just don't see him. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So exhausted.
Yako?
Took the stairs all the way to the roof to chase after the elevator.
He must have been worried about you. I've watched over 10 people depart, but he's the first one I've seen come looking for the dead.
Damn.
You have a place you can return to. Perhaps that's the difference between us.
But isn't it going,
Honestly,
or is it going down now?
I think it's going down.
Okay.
I'm rather envious of your world.
I was getting worried for a second.
Well, because as she said, he ran all the way up the stairs
Okay,
just to
yeah,
get in
yeah,
there.
However, if you have a place to return home to, you should.
Home, huh? I find myself hesitating. I don't know which path I should take.
Isn't it obvious?
Vivia! Where did you go?
Oh, he's so
Homie, please.
he's so
Go
worried.
back to him. I'm sure he's waiting for you to return.
He was probably worried that he was gonna be the one to fucking.
Yeah. He knows how Vivia is, so of course
Uh-huh.
he'd be worried about that.
Oh. He's like, hey, please say psych.
Please say psych. You know, now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't a good
Good to
idea
put-
to send the suicidal
to
man
put you
after
on this
the
job.
suicide
Yeah.
case. That one's on me. My bad.
God.
Fuck.
I just knew you needed something to do.
I was looking all over for you.
Whew.
You had such a solemn look on your face when you left, so I had a hunch. What happened?
I got a bit lost.
Getting lost at your age? Then again, you didn't come to this city that long ago, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Let's go back to my awesome agency office.
Come on, I know you love it. There's no way anyone can blow up a submarine.
Stop.
That was the first day I felt a connection with anyone.
Death is always awaiting me upon my path. Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet. Even if I manage to overcome them and make it to the end of that path, when I turn around, the cruel truth is waiting there. The shadows are a procession to my own funeral. To live means to continuously die. Every human is nothing but a walking corpse.
Damn, that's a hell of an outlook.
And so, I too am dying in this moment. However, as long as I continue to travel this path, I may enjoy some peaceful scenery. Beyond the truth. Perhaps the peace I desire can be found there.
In his heart.
'Cause remember how fucking messed up Vivia was after he died?
Yeah?
Like, messed up.
Vivia was heavily involved in that whole thing going on there,
Mhm.
so. Oh boy, yeah.
So what happens when you lose your, what, probably the only found family, basically?
Yeah. Well, that, everyone, was. Well, no, that was one of the first DLC, The Near Death Detective. We're going to go ahead and keep pushing through with the rest of our friends over here. Next time.
Who do you think we're going to be doing next?
I honestly have no idea. Part of that will depend on how much better you're feeling tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yako stays for last.
No!
Save the best for last. Save the king
But
for last.
But
The king.
Eh.
You'll be okay.
I got to see him a little bit in this one.
Probably
so.
in all of them, we might see him a little bit.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Here's hoping.